everyone, it's Chris here from Everyday Survival Gear, and today I'm bringing you the Convoy C8. Alright guys, so what I have in front of me is the Convoy C8. There's a lot of these around. I got my one from GearBest. It was already fully assembled. I'll leave the link in the description below where you can purchase it. So I've never actually owned a Convoy branded light, so this is my first one, and I gotta say I'm very impressed with the build quality. It's a very good light. I'll run through the specs of my model, but I've noticed that the C8 you usually build them yourself, so you can pretty much build this up to be whatever you want it to be. So the model is a C8. My emitter type is a Cree XML2. Those Crees are rated up to about 1150 lumens. My ones are supposed to be about 1000 lumens, which I would say it pretty much is, because I'm going to be comparing this to the jet beam, to one of my jet beams, and that's around about 1000 lumens running on the same battery too. Okay, so the switch type is a clicky, and it's at the back. So here, that's the tail cap switch there at the back. So in the box it only comes with just this and the lanyard, and that's all. There's no instructions, nothing else on the box. It runs on one 18650. My one is actually a 8 mode flashlight. The modes that you get with these C8s, it's all up to you. GearBest has two in this model, a 6 mode and a 8 mode. I chose the 8 mode, so there's 5 modes in normal, and then you got to do some weird clicks, which gets you into the other 3 modes. So the other 3 modes is just low, medium, high, or you use the 5 mode setting, which is low, medium, high, strobe, and then SOS. So that depends up to you which one you like using, whether you don't mind clicking through the 5 modes or you only want to use 3. It's got a memory, so it will remember that if you turn the light off and you turn it back on high, it'll still stay on high. I'll show you around the light in just a sec. So as I was saying, it runs on one 18650. Running time is a bit sketchy, it doesn't actually say it, but I worked it out to be about, on my 3200 mAh battery, it should be about, you're looking about an hour to an hour and a half on high max. Okay, so that's the tail cap there. All the threading is like very well done. There's nothing, it's not hard to tighten or to loosen. It's all very well threaded. So it comes apart in 3 parts, obviously because it's a DIY torch. So you can see that that's a really good job there. And then it comes apart up the top too. So that's the Cree chip itself there. So as you can see, you can pretty much, if you do want to upgrade this light, you could just unscrew that Cree chip and put in another one, and it would be that easy. The reflectors here, you can see that's a really good finish, nothing wrong with the reflector, and the lens and the top is just here. The heatsink is actually very good in this. I'm actually quite surprised at how good the heatsink is, considering how much light it puts out. It puts out around about 1000 lumens. So I'm actually very surprised about how good the heatsink is. I just finished by running over all the specs, the last specs. It's the reflector is a aluminium smooth reflector. The lens is a glass lens. Beam distance is 1 to 200 meters. It's actually, they're underrating that part, because it is a very tight beam. you could probably pull off over 200 meters with this light on high. The body is an aluminium body, and also the tint of the Cree chip is neutral white. So that's pretty much the whole specs. Its product weight is 0.175 grams, and its size is 15 centimeters in length and 4.5 centimeters across up here and 2.5 centimeters around here. I'm pretty sure that's about right. I've got a ruler here. Yeah, it's a little bit smaller than what they're saying. It's more about 4, but it's just about right. Alright guys, I will be comparing it to my JetBeam 3M Pro. As you can see, they're pretty much the same size lights. I don't know why it's on macro mode. Let me just try and get that out there. So you can see here, they're pretty much the same size lights. The head's a little bit smaller on the JetBeam, but this does have a little bit tighter beam on this one actually. This does seem a little bit more floody. They're pretty much rated the same lumens in specs. Only thing is, this one's got a little bit better chip, the JetBeam, so you do get that little bit of extra battery time out of it. I'll take you outside now and we'll see how it does. Before we go outside, I'll just show you through the settings on my table desk here. You just got to half click it to change the mode. So this is low, medium, and then high, and then strobe, and then SOS. We'll go outside right now and we'll see how it goes. Okay guys, now we're outside with the Convoy C8. Second time I'm filming this. Right now it's on high. The camera doesn't seem to be picking up the light very well. So I'll do as good a job as I can. Alright, this is the Convoy C8 on high. Using the Cree XML L2 chip. I'll just cycle through the modes so you can have a look at it. That's high. That's low. That's medium. And then high. So right now it's in the 3 mode. I'll turn it off, then I'll show you it in the 5 mode. Okay, so that's the strobe, and that is SOS. So we'll start it again, low, which you can barely see on the camera, but it actually shows up pretty well in person. It does a really good job highlighting up the backyard even on low. Medium, which is 40% of its full output, also does a really good job of lighting up the backyard. That one you can see a little bit better on camera. And then high. So as you can see, it's still got a very wide beam, but then it's got a very tight hotspot. I'll show you over there. That's how tight the hotspot is. I will be comparing this to the JetBeam 3M Pro on high. Let me just check, is that on high? Yep, that's on high. So the JetBeam is to the left and the Convoy is to the right. So I'll try and put them side by side and see if you can spot the difference. See, the JetBeam, even though it's a tight beam, it is a little bit more floody than this Convoy C8. So that's both of them there. You can see they're almost the same color tints, only to me the JetBeam looks a little bit wider. So that's the JetBeam there, and that's the Convoy there. While I'm outside, I'll try and show you on a tree or something, just if we can see the difference. And I might even try and see how far the beam distance of this Convoy C8 is. My fence is only about 10 meters away, 12 meters away, so you can see that it's doing a really good job of lighting up the backyard. This is just the Convoy on now. I'll try and find another location. Okay guys, now I'm in my front yard. The top of the tree there, where you can see the light, is about 50 meters away, and it's up in the air. So you can see it does a really good job of lighting up that tree very well. The camera doesn't do it justice, but it is a really good flashlight. The heat sink's perfect. I really cannot find a flaw with it. The battery's good. All around, this is a very good buy for a flashlight.
Alright guys, this has been Chris from Everyday Survival Gear, bringing you the Convoy C8 8 mode XML L2. Thanks for watching, and as always, like and subscribe.